Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reading A Katsuki Studio by Ladies Days on Wattpad. So let's get into it. Bakugou Katsuki was a lot of things. Brash, rude, loud, slightly arrogant, and a force to be reckoned with if he had the displeasure of being on his bad side. But he was also observant and could tell when something was up, even in the slightest amount. If she had tried to put even a tablespoon less pepper in the dish, he could tell it, simply by the smell. For someone, he tried to make himself seem like he only cared about himself the most. He had a talent for being able to know when something was up with the person he interacted with on a regular basis. And for the past week, he had been having major vibes that something was up with you. So much so that he was beginning to get annoyed that I did to relay the information to him. He'd be putting it bluntly if he said they were practically an open book. Seeing as he didn't mind telling him about the weird dream he had last night, after having finished telling him about how the pond at the nearby park had a new family of ducks in it. You blabbered about anything and everything to him, because you loved talking to him and hearing his opinions on everything and anything, no matter how foul his words were. So the past week had been something quite hard for him. His job at the agency was finally starting to become more regular, and he was seeing you more often than 3 years ago. But that still meant he was gone for long hours. But the next day, Katsuki had scored his Saturday day off. I wanted to go for a hike with you. It had been a while, and he was so excited to get some fresh air with his wife by his side. And that was the plan. Until you ran out of bed before he was out of bed, vomiting. He spent the rest of the morning chastising you for eating takeout food, and put you in bed rest for the rest of the day. Sunday, he got called in early for a mission, and was back by the afternoon. He had gotten to see you that day, but from how spaced you were and how you could barely get full conversation out of you, it was clear you were on some other planet, and not with him in the kitchen trying to make up a dinner menu for the week. He tried to tell himself he had just been sick, but then it continued on for the rest of the week. And he was going to do something, whether you liked it or not. I'm taking you to the damn doctor, he told you, taking his paddle out of your hands. What? Why? You suddenly were paying a lot of attention to him. He blinked, giving you a raised brow. You looked terribly nervous now, refusing to make eye contact with him, trying to pretend that you were not about to burst into sweats at any moment. Something was definitely wrong with you. He knew that much for sure. You have been acting weird all week. He shrugged. Oh, work has been really stressful. I've got a few who failed their physical panels, so I've been trying to figure out a better hero curriculum for them. I'll come in and knock some damn sense into them. Now are you acting weird? Katsuki already told you, it's work. Bullshit. I know you better than that. So don't try to push aside whatever the hell's on your mind, woman. Especially since... And you watched him add the hot sauce into the noodles he was cooking. This was a little too much. He was still talking as well, but they were too focused on the noodles now to listen to him. Hey, there you go again. He called out, spooking you a little bit. What are you even up? Oh shit. I added too much again. Yep, you did. I guess you're making dinner. No, it's okay. It looks and smells really good, actually. He smiled, already starting to scoop a hearty helping into a plate. Katsuki looked at you with a slightly horrified expression. He knew that he didn't mind spicy food to some extent, but he had added what Kaminari had deemed the devil's sweat amount of hot sauce. Something only in a sauna were only ever to eat without breaking out into a sweat or crying. And you had never tried this unholy amount of hot sauce. What the hell is wrong with you? Since when do you want to eat my spicy ass shit food? Since the pregnancy craving started this week, you replied to his question, as you were absentmindedly getting your next scoop. You had slipped the noodles into your mouth and were enjoying the terrible burning sensation in your mouth. And then, your countertop, next to you, blew up as you swallowed. You nearly dropped the plate, realizing as you caught it in the firm your grasp that you had dropped something else. Your damn pregnancy brain was getting worse every day. And now you had told your husband, and the only way you didn't want to tell him was barely in the context, when he was least expecting it. You, you, you're, you mean, he lowered the hand up and holding the spatula towards his stomach. The utensil still in it. His eyes were wide, and he was strangely quiet for a moment. And you could tell that he was trying to piece things together and come to realize the reality of this is you had a week ago. And there? He asked, spatula hovering away from your stomach. Yeah. A baby? My baby. Your baby? Ours? Why the hell did you say like a question? Are you saying you're not sure the little brat in there is mine? You panicked, waving your hands back and forth, the plate of noodles down to the floor. It seemed that now that the news were finally in the open and the two of you talking about it, neither of you was paying much attention to your surroundings or what you were saying. What? No. Why'd you even go to that first? Of course it's mine. Look at the spicy ass food you're eating. Has to be my kid. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I wasn't sure how to react, and I wasn't sure myself. Damn it. I got you pregnant. The old hag is gonna kill me. Even if we're married, she knows I do this sort of thing without talking much about it. If if you ever heard about things, then we don't have to keep them. You blurted out. Katsuki suddenly gone quiet. Do you not want to have a brat? I don't know. I've known for almost a week and I can't wrap my head around the idea, well, of me having a baby. It's weird, you know? He nodded. Yeah, I get it. I've known for 30 seconds I'm ready to stress the hell out. But I don't want you to do this for me. Whatever you decide, I'll support you. But what about you? Do you want a kid? He shrugs. I have no idea. Life is great with you right now. But hell, the idea of me having a rat of my own never really crossed my mind as a serious option. Until right now. He ran a hand through his hair, and in all honesty, I'd never seen him this startled or uncertain. And you imagine he looked exactly the same. He had no idea what the right answer here would be, or even though there was a right answer. Maybe we should go see a doctor, he suggested. See what's going on, how far along I am, and when we'll need to make this decision at the latest. He nodded slowly. If that's what you want, then I'll go with you and hear the doc out. They'll be more knowledgeable than us and all this baby shit after all. But you have to promise me something though. He spoke up suddenly, looked at him, directly in his eyes. And what the hell would that be? If anywhere along the way, you suddenly want to have a baby or not have one, you need to tell me, okay? Your tone was serious, and you could tell this was an important promise Round to make to you at the moment. One that would test him and your relationship. Katsuki sighed, nodding his head slowly. Only if you agree to the same damn thing. He nodded slowly down, watching as he did the same. For now, the dog would be pushed to the back burner. Both of you trying to act normal, but to dare to try to clean up after and salvage. If anything, you both could forget about for the next 10 minutes. And after that, it was anyone's guess how the time between then and the doctor's appointment would go.